Hi, how are you guys doing today? Doing good. I officially joined a club where I have lost my reading glasses and I had to get a new pair. Yeah, that's how my day went. But anyway, I hope you are all doing well today. If you, 8th grade, if you haven't filled out the form yet, please do so. Also, send me those pictures by Friday. I am just going to go in with today's date and kind of keep it short. And if you've got any questions or anything, give me a call, comment on the video. Y'all ready? Alright, so we're going to work with some negatives in today's date. For our day, we have -10 minus 5 divided by -3. That's for a month. For our day, we have the negative square root of 64. You probably haven't heard me talk about that. Minus 16 over -2. And then for our year, we are going to keep this an equation for a year. We have 1 minus parentheses 3 minus x equals, close parentheses, equals 18. Alright, so that's our today's date. Expressions and equations. If y'all want to take some time and work that out. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and work it out here. I want to simplify these parts right here before I actually do this. Because if I don't simplify, I would have to divide the -10 by -3, and I have to divide the -5 by -3. So I'm noticing that I can combine these two, and then I can divide. So -10 minus 5. Think about that. -10 I'm in the -10, and I want to take away 5, so I'm going to go further in the negative. So I'll add those two together, and I'm going to be left with -15. I'm going to divide that by -3. Alright, now you guys can see the answer. Both of these are negative. And remember, when you're multiplying or dividing by negatives, if both are negative, your answer will become positive. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. Alright, for our day, let's look at this square root of 64. Most of the square roots that you guys have seen, you've just wrote them as positives. Well, technically, square roots have both a negative and a positive answer. If you don't see a sign in front of the square root symbol, or they're looking for the positive square root. If you see a sign in front of it, then that tells you which square root you're looking for. In this case, it's looking for the negative square root. So we still do everything as normal. The square root of 64 is 8. But if you think about it, 8 times 8 is 64, but -8 times negative is also 64. So this right here is -8. We're going to bring down that -16 and a -2. So now this looks just like what we were doing here. I'm going to write this up here. -8 times -8 equals 64. Alright. -8 minus 16. We're going to do the same thing we did here. We're going further into the negative, so we add them. And 8 plus 6 is 24. So this is -24. And I'm dividing by -2. Again, both of these are negative, so my answer will be positive. And when you divide by 2, you look for half of whatever it is. So half of 24 is 12. Okay? Our last part here, I've got 3 minus x in parentheses, so I can't simplify like I did here because I've got a variable and I got a number. However, I'm subtracting whatever's here. This is the part where a lot of you guys get confused. I need to distribute this negative in there. If you think you've got, usually there's a number that you would see here in front of the parentheses, but we don't see the number, so you basically have one group of 3 minus x. So you can put your 1 right here. Okay? Don't get that confused with this number over here. So now you've got a -1 that you can multiply. So that will be the -1 times 3 and the -1 times, this is a -x. -x. Do y'all see that? I'm going to bring this one down. -1 times 3 is -3, and -1 times -x is a positive x, because negative times a negative is a positive, and that equals 18. I'm going to simplify this part right here. 1 minus -3, excuse me, 1 minus 3. I have 1, but I want to take away more than what I have, so I'm definitely going to be in the negative. I got 1 I can take away, but I've still got 2 to take away, so that's actually going to mean I'm going to be in 2 in the negative. So I've got -2 plus x equals 18. I add 2 to both sides, or some of you can go ahead and see the answer. And my x is 20, which is the year. All right, you guys see that work? Hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a great evening.